Bear with us, folks. We'll begin this stream in a second. Trying to get my bearings here. So, let's begin the show. Once YouTube catches up with reality. A hain, a doe, a tree. Lally ho, my abras, cadabras, and alakazams. I'm your host, the great KDB, and it's patch 7.5 day, everyone. You know what that means? MSQ. But half of the MSQ. The rest will be in September. So yeah. Evercold, big reveal. I thought it was going to be our Final Fantasy VII themed. No, you're going to the fort and you're going to do ice-based Viking adventures. So it's like Shadowbringers, instead of light, it's ice? Yeah, pretty much. On the Godless Realms era story arc we're going through? Yeah, because the Highland Zodiac's over now. We've killed God, and we've killed the 12. Oh, there's no one to run reality. Oh no. Well, luckily enough, the Warrior of Light last episode was like, yeah, time for some wacky shenanigans with Kryle's extended family. Surely nothing bad's going to happen to these cute Lalafels that I gave 1920 radio voice, yes. I gave them all weird and silly voices last MSQ. However, the Shady Cloak blokes are at it again. It was a Shady Cloak lady, female Alcian, teaming up with Calyx, going, well, this reality's fucked. Let's leave. The Winterers are going to do some shit. Yeah, wait, who are the Winterers? Wait, what's going on? Oh, right. 8.0, baby. In January. You're like, oh, okay, wow, it's... yeah, Yoshi Peace just gave us big fat load of stuff. Evangelion Alliance Raid, you're like, sure. Oh god, the Soken compositions are going to be nuts! And I hope Yoko Taro is going to be in charge of the script, overseeing it, because he's in charge of writing the new anime series, but he's not directing. So, who knows? But as you can see, it is 11:45. I have a deadline, so it should not take that long. So yeah, but as you can see, we're kind of not in the best of attire. So we are going to put on. No, maybe no. Well, I would, but no. Oh, take the hat off. There we go. Yeah, we gotta put on our... I feel this is what my character is canonically wearing. Lest of Tataro gives us like, hey, Warrior of Light, wear these clothes. That's what my character would canonically be wearing. So yeah. Warm farewells can ease the sting of partings, as we've come to terms with an absence not soon forgotten. To tell we hold dear what they've meant to us, and to wish them the best, we should seize that chance whenever so we can. Hi, Kryle. In Fate's footsteps. Kryle has a wistful glint in her eyes. Yeah, we'll get some. And there's only 5 quests. Out of 1 dungeon and trial. Hooray! I trust you were able to get plenty of rest. Good. I thought we might take a moment to ponder our next steps and perhaps reflect on our recent journey. I must admit my thoughts often drift to the Mist Continent and our stay in Treno. It was heartening to see the Malala prosper despite the odds, and my own flesh and blood strive in that leaven-racked landscape. Sphene was eager to restore diplomatic relations, and I have no doubt that Alexandria will provide much-needed support for their neighbour. I too shall do everything I can to aid my home, far away from home, my wonderful, welcoming family included. And for the time being, though, as we've accomplished all within our power, I suppose that leaves the matter of preservation's research. It is unclear how Calyx learned of the technique he used to summon his Dark Primal. As to likewise, much remains unknown about the key. Let us hope that Shale's efforts bear more fruit. Can you hear me? Oh, can you hear me? Shale and I have been reviewing the decrypted files, and we've uncovered some intriguing details. Would you care to join us? We'll be with you right away. Excellent. Shale seems rather eager to speak with you all. Come find us in the Deutero lab when you're ready. Uncanny timing indeed. Let's make for the containment complex. Quest accepted. Now teleport me directly so we can... Oh, okay, fine. Don't teleport me directly. I'll walk there. So yeah, we have some sort of Viking-inspired-esque scenario that we're going to go through. Also, tank and DPS incoming will be coming. New tank and DPS. Hooray! Sure. No, don't go that way. Head to containment complex. Right this way. Remember when we spent like literally an hour here fighting a questionable locker? Is there just 3D printing keys? Or attempting to 3D print? Warrior for Light is like, I don't know computer. There it is there. I wonder what happens, well, when we fought Swain, the Swain duplicate, the key had Aslam's sigil on it. And you're like, oh, that's my key. Oh man, I dropped my car keys. Let's use the key to go around and go to different dimensions. Sure. Hi, Cat Mom. Hey, Mommy. Given that all the data is stored within the electronic devices, Shell's expertise has proven invaluable. We entering a voiced cutscene dimension? I do believe we are.
Ah, you're just in time for a progress report.
It's just in time for me to sit down and have a sippy.
The decryption is finally complete. As we suspected, the data represents a partial record of Preservation's research documents. A quick scan of the files, however, failed to turn up the information Y'shtola was after.
Indeed. No mention of the Ascians, or primal summoning techniques for that matter. While Calyx doubtless received instruction from someone possessed of such knowledge, there was naught to identify this benevolent mentor. I am, however, pleased to say that we found several reports concerning the key.
We know the key is used to open paths between worlds, and was a treasured relic of the Milala. And just as the Milala were unable to return after reaching the Mist Continent, so too was Preservation unable to gain a mastery of the prize which had passed into their possession. The data suggests that a particular formula or procedure is required, a process which Calyx appears to have understood to some degree. Yet the key proved fickle. Perfectly replicating conditions was no guarantee of success. And even when they did manage to generate a modest portal, the destination was never the one they expected. The reports practically screamed their frustration, describing the experience as being dragged around by a traveler picking roads without rhyme or reason. Serves them right, I say.
After much trial and error, Preservation began to experiment with external actuation devices for the key. Striving to maintain a stable pathway to a chosen location, they conceived of the technology that forms the gate to the Golden City.
So, their tribulations ultimately afforded them control of the key, albeit in a limited capacity, which, of course, explains why they were able to instruct Zoralja in its use, thus enabling the unprecedented feat of transferring Everkeep and its environs to the source. After the Endless Fiend took the key unto herself, she opened pathways to other reflections in her hunt for ether, did she not?
The Milala merely used it to facilitate their exodus. To think what the key has now wrought in different hands.
For all we know, the actuation device augmented the key's power beyond its intended scope. Were your goal to plunder whole worlds of their ether, a tool designed to simply transfer people would likely be insufficient.
Shale, I don't suppose you would be able to remove the actuation device?
The machine made for that very purpose is still functional, thankfully. It shouldn't be a problem.
What do you think? We don't even know how the key works. If the device is somehow interfering or amplifying its capabilities, I believe we ought to remove it.
Give me a moment.
My word.
Ishtola?
Yo. Hi.
This is the first time I've beheld the key in all its unobscured glory. The sheer density is extraordinary. 'Tis akin to the structures we saw beneath the Tempest.
Now that you mention it, the ornamentation is reminiscent of Amarot.
Have you noticed anything since the key has been in your possession?
It had my symbol on it. I forgot to tell you all that. I'm sorry. Yeah. It reminds me of Asim's crystal.
You're suggesting the key has some connection with Asim. A plausible theory, although one we are yet unequipped to prove.
It's just my car key, that's all it is. It unlocks a mount, I swear.
My apologies. Hello? Yes, this is Cryle speaking. that was Ojika with a message for us.
An urgent matter?
I'm not altogether sure. Tataru requires our counsel, and hoped to call upon us in person at the Baldessian Annex. Though disappointed we were not present, she appeared content to wait until our travels brought us back to Sharlayan, insisting that it did not merit our immediate summons. Her tone suggested otherwise, however, and Ojika felt compelled to contact us directly.
Mayhap the time has come for another journey across the salt.
You'd best go. Though I'll not deny that I'll be sad to see you leave.
Oh, Shale. I can't even begin to thank you for all you've done. We will be forever indebted to you and your Oblivion colleagues.
The debt is ours. We'll never forget the sacrifices you've made for us, for Alexandria. In the meantime, I shall keep sifting through the data. You'll hear as soon as I find anything of note.
Actually, I should like to stay here a little longer, if you don't mind.
You are most welcome.
And might I borrow the key for a while? I wish to study it further. With the utmost care, I assure you.
Well then, shall we be off? Ojika will be expecting us.
Trail to the heavens. Let's go! Let's go! It's noon, baby. Let's rock and roll. My colleagues will be saddened by your departure till we meet again. Safe journeys. Given that preservation could not unlock the secrets of the key, it should come no surprise that we too struggle to understand its nature. In any event, do give Tataru my regards when you see her. I ought to mention, we also uncovered information related to the key. According to Shale, certain confidential reports are now accessible via devices in the researcher's Commons and Director's Office. You might wish to peruse the files before you depart to Sharlayan. Oh, whoa, okay. Give me that. We can teleport out of here, can't we? Yes, we can. It contains nothing of note. You quickly shut the door. Yeah, I just wanted to just see if we could do that. Okay. For security reasons, containment of Complex 1029 has been registered as material distribution. Yeah, actually, unfortunately, I was like, I don't have time to go reading. We have time for MSQ. Only MSQ. You can read that terminal in your own time, audience. I get time for lore dumps. I literally have a cut-off time when I have to stop streaming. I'm a busy beaver, okay? Though especially what Ojika has to say, ere we meet with Tataru, I do hope she is well. Oh dear, it occurs to me I've neglected to bring gifts from Tyrell. Concerning the extra work we've had to handle, they've had to handle in my absence, I dare say a veritable mountain of snacks at the very least. Welcome back, and what a pleasure to see you too soon, Sumiri. Thank you for contacting us, Ojika. We came as soon as we could. Of course, it felt prudent given how troubled Tataru was. Your concern is much appreciated. As so happens, we've reached a convenient juncture in our investigation. Surely still have matters well in hand, leaving us free to make this trip. Oh, that's a relief to hear. Let me fetch Tataru for you. Why don't you take a moment to relax in the main hall? I'm sure you're all still fatigued from your journey. I can do with some Charlene snacks. Just no Archon loaf, please. I'd appreciate that. Shout out to the map. Yeah. It's like, oh yes, here's this big map. Now let's just add America to it. Oh, we'll get to Australia someday. I mean, Miracidia. Blah. I do just like that's filled with like concept art. It was pretty nice. It's nice now. Given the frequency Tataru is away on business these days, it's a small miracle we're in the same place at the same time. It's only beginning to feel like we've actually returned. Such fond memories within these four walls.
Planning your next journey?
Oh no, just reminiscing. Thinking back to when you bought this map, and how you all encouraged me to make the voyage to Tyrell.
Are you glad you did?
As if you need ask. Welcome back.
Oh, Tataru, it's been ages. Wonderful to see you again.
I'm so glad you're here.
Ojika contacted us. He intimated that you were rather concerned. Come to think of it, Alphino said he and Alize would pay you a visit upon their return. Have you not seen them?
Oh no, they were here. I was regaled with many a tale of your Tyrali adventures. It was only once they departed for Garlemord that the rumors came to my attention. Rather alarmingly, void-sent sightings seem to be on the rise across the star. I was reluctant to bother you with mere hearsay, especially when you had more pressing matters to contend with. But earlier I received a confidential report from the Grand Company of Eorzea. It's as if a mighty dam has been breached, flooding the land with foul creatures. For a blessing, most nations have managed to keep the invaders in check, and casualties appear to be minimal thus far. Though the same cannot be said for those regions with a deeper connection to the void. Their fissures continue to manifest without end, putting countless innocents in danger.
A deeper connection to the void. Garlemald is the home of the Reapers, is it not?
It is. Alphino and Alizé were there when the trouble began, and have since sent word that the situation has taken a dreadful turn.
A short while earlier, in Tetrum,
Thus concludes the abridged account of our time in Taral. Now I shall leave you with the words of the late Dawn Servant, Galul Jajar. Ignorance begets strife. Understanding begets fellowship. A notion that rings true for Eorzeans no less than it does for the diverse peoples of Tuliolo.
And for Garleans as well. Even sharing something as simple as a local dish can pave avenues of understanding. It's up to all of us to forge new bonds, together.
which is why I brought tacos and burritos. Have your fill, Garleans. Enjoy the spice. You like your spice, don't you?
Thank you for sharing your tale.
Now, Julius, I'm here to report. Alphino, honestly, we're so fucked.
Better they hear it firsthand than endure my clumsy retelling. Your words give me hope that we might achieve something similar here in Garlemald.
We all have the capacity to affect change. Our time in Taral taught us that much. And now that we've returned, it's time we rolled up our sleeves and got back to work.
I've already sent missives to the other nations, informing them of our Alexandrian friends. I also intend to notify the Garlean community officially. If both sides are amenable to the proposition, we shall gladly assist in establishing diplomatic relations with Alexandria and Tuliolol.
Thank you. But are you sure you've recovered from your journey? It sounded like you've hardly had time to catch your breath.
Sir! Lapis Manalis is overrun with void scent. We've sustained heavy civilian casualties.
What?
Clutium Squadron reporting in. We're under attack. Void scent appeared out of nowhere and ambushed us during a routine inspection. Damn it. Is that another fisher? No, no, no! Ah!
My comrades are under attack. We have to do something.
There's no time to lose! Come on!
The Garlean community is ill-equipped to defend themselves against such a threat. Even with the aid of the twins and the Ilzabard contingent, they face daunting odds.
We shall leave for Garlemald immediately.
Thank you. I was able to contact Thancred and Urianger too. They're already on their way. With any luck, you'll be able to rendezvous with them on arrival.
I don't think we've taken a reality since our battle with the Endless Fiend, have we? They too must have returned here at some point. With their vacation and everything. Clearly we've made the right decision to come to Charlian, though I dearly wish the circumstances of our return would be not so grave. We returned to Alpha when Anastasia was drawn to Terum to request aid on the front lines. They seemed intent on rejoining the battle once reinforcements are ready. But I shall tell them to wait until you arrive. I'll take one of these. That's... Oh. Don't forget, guys, the Endless Codex is a thing. Where do you get your Endless Codex? It's in collections. You're like, who was Sweet again? Oh yeah, we still have a bunch of... It's a lot of characters. I mean, I appreciate the game giving this. It's a cute little, it's a cute little thing. But yeah, the collection has a lot of, like I still need to do more Cult Crescent. Really get stuck into Boja. I do like the Nier one having the UI. Ether Compass, we'll be using that for the next expansion. Maybe? Who knows? I have all the yokais. Mocpendium, which, well, I did all that. Yeah, we're eating good. So they sent you packed so soon after your homecoming, but Garlemald desperately needs your aid. Should have made... Okay, yep. 2 worlds entwined. Grahatia wears a pensive expression. And just like that, we find ourselves faced with another emergency. Fortunately, there is yet time for us to make a difference. Let's make haste for Tetrum. Let's make way to Tetris! I shall take 1 teleport to Tetris, whilst being a cheap bastard with my gil. No, but seriously, what do I do with my 19 million gil? It's just gonna keep going up and up. Oh yeah, I should invest in more furniture and everything. Which they have given us. Speaking of furniture, with all the rabble over there, the housing, they've done a housing update. You gotta have more stuff outside your house. Oh, thank you for coming at such short notice. We're glad you're here. Any other NPCs? Oh yeah, hi Arianji. Well met, my friend. Let us hearken unto Alphinaud's words. It's been far too long, Smiri. Why are you not wearing your cold weather gear? I'm fine. And look at the twins. They're in their battle gear, weren't you? You two are out in battle gear. Ah, Samiri, you've made it in time.
You picked a frosty spot for a reunion.
And I'm happy there's many voiced cutscenes. Ah, that's pretty good.
Tataru sent word that you were coming. Full glad am I to see you all. Though I'm afraid this is no time for pleasantries. Planar fissures have opened up across Garlemald, inundating the region with void scent. As far as we can ascertain, there are 2 focal points of their assault. The Ilzabard contingent are combating the threat in Lapis Manalis. Although they have suffered casualties, they appear to have the upper hand.
As well they should. The many talented Uldan thaumaturges among them should be more than capable of closing any fissures they encounter.
Which leaves the second focal point, the Clutium. Eulus and the Garlean community are attempting to mount a counterattack, but are struggling to cope with the sheer number of Voidsent. They've fallen back to the north of the Imperial Palace. Can you lend your aid in securing the area?
With your blessing, I would tend to the wounded returning from battle.
Of course, Kryl. Thank you. The quickest route from here to the front is via the train tracks. Once we arrive, we can support the Garlean forces as we make for the fissure in the munitions factory.
Yeah, okay, we'll just go here, dungeon, go. Yeah. In these frosty climes, the weather's much an adversary as any Voidsent. We ought not to tally. The Clutium once supplied the Imperial Army and all manner of munitions and war machina. Like such facilities, I am told it had fallen to ruin in the wake of the Empire's collapse. Even with Magitech support, the Garleans are struggling to beat back the Voidsent. We must join them as soon as possible. I can't say I have a knack for dissipating Voidsent, but a time trial gave me the opportunity to hone my skills. You shan't find me waiting. You shan't find me wanting. Okay, yeah, I was going to say what? I've seen to my preparations. I suggest we sally forth ere the cold winds sap our strength. I've often thought that if I had been more adept at attending the wounded of Solutionine, perhaps not so many would have been lost. I shall do my utmost to see that I do not look back on this battle with regret. Whose turn is it?
My turn.
It's his turn.
My turn. I stand ever ready. 'Twould be a pleasure as always.
Our fates are not yet sealed.
Let's give it our all.
But whose turn is it?
My turn.
Instead, we will go with other players. The Clutium was once the Imperial Army's largest manufactory, supplying munitions and war machines to sustain Garlebal's relentless territorial expansion. While its cavernous halls once rang with the claymore of industrial production, they now resound with the shrieks of countless Voidsent who emerged from fissures without ease. Julius and the Garlean community hasten to contain the threat, but need all the help they can get to secure victory. ... Right then. So yeah, we have a dungeon, after this a trial, and then teasing of what's to come. There's only 5 quests, and there is a new Alliance raid, which we'll eventually do, mind you. We'll eventually get around to doing it. Can we sit on these? Can we sit on this? Oh, nice. Yeah. Digging for memes. That's all I'm doing, folks. Bear with me. Ah! Let's go, buckaroos and buckarats. How do you do, my dudes, and happy patch day. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright then.
You're a sight for sore eyes.
Hi Julius, how's it going? Also, howdy ho there, new viewer.
Appreciate the help. We'll handle things from here. Take care of the Fisher.
You got a dog? Looks like your voice said mixed with your scorpion tank. I'm not going to attack, I'm just sucking up. Be really, really quiet. Oh, that's terrifying. Makes you want to move, don't you? Now I can take the hit. Son of a... I can't move! Yep. I better... That was a cool fight. Ooh, nice glam. Also, you could put this new glam, you could put last patch's gear into the armory. So you can basically have less cluttering inventory now. For glam's sakes. Oh, so the music is pretty dope. Ooh, I hope we get the music roll. Yeah, let's get to business. Big circular arena, let's go. Oh, it's me, I'm Court. How's it go? Oh god! Dang it. Oh, I, Gort, have been slain. Marg. I'll take it. Yeah, it's a series of tubes. Oh, what the what are these strings? This is instead of keeping their stuff,
Welcome to my domain, mortals. Take form and serve. Carry out my will.
that's not good.
Now for something different. Time to pull the string.
Oh, dang it. No, we're gonna hit it. Ow. I presume I gotta keep moving? Okay, good. Yoink! Ah, balls!
Time to pull the string.
We done did it. Now. Unfortunately, those are for aiming. Those belong to me. Yeah, get a little knife. I'd wager this creature is not long for this world. We only need to close the fissure. Don't worry, I have an eye on them. They still breed. There's no fight left in them now. Yeah. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? There. It's okay, Void Sand. And you've done a number on this place, good lord. Alright then. All according to Keikaku? Oh no, it is all according to Keikaku. This isn't good.
I think that's all of them.
There's one over there.
We need but seal the fissure to prevent further ingress.
It's over. I can only imagine the extent of the damage were it not for your aid. On behalf of the Garlean community, I thank you for all you've done for my people, for my home.
Julius, I don't like... you might... I feel like you're raising death flags, bro. Don't do this to me.
I shall close the fissure post-haste.
Wait! If you do that, I will be trapped here.
You risked your life in vanquishing the creature. Would you at least let me bear the burden of deciding its fate? You want to go back? To the void? Your kind have entered this realm before. Some seeking death that they might rejoin the life stream. But you would choose that dark, deathless place?
The wind is fresh and pure, untouched by darkness. Perhaps it won't be a blessing to meet my end in such a place. But I cannot yet bear to part with the void. If only the winds would blow there as they do here. I long to return. See my home unsullied, as it once was.
We know that pain all too well. If that is your wish, you must forsake this aggression. Go back to the void and devote yourself to its restoration. I have a friend, Zero, who hails from your home. She and her companions strive to bring light into the void from another world blighted with imbalance. I hear their efforts have already met with some success. One day, they'll drive the darkness from the void, I'm sure of it.
This form is imbued with the will of all those I consumed. We shall return to our world and seek out this Zero. Then we shall see if there is truth in your words.
She won't disappoint you. That much I guarantee.
Yeah. Thanks for clearing it up for us. That's kind of you.
Bravo! I think Zero will approve.
Well, no need for a trial, Dan. I think all's well that ends well. It's right behind me, isn't it? This 8-man trial boss encounter that we might get in the first go. There might be a wipe. Maybe it'll be cinematic. But surely nothing will be there. Absolutely nothing.
Indeed, that was truly heartening to see.
Oh, I forgot. You two are...
Understanding begets fellowship, right? I thought I might lead by example.
Well then, shall we head back?
Julius is quick to put our words, or rather those of the Dawn Servant, into practice. You have my heartfelt appreciation. Without your intervention, I have no doubt the casualties would have been far greater. Voidsent not only observed the ether they consumed, but the thoughts as well. With such a legion of minds at their disposal, one hopes they prove a capable ally for Zero. With the Clutium's treasure sealed, I dare say the Voidsent incursion is at an end. That boy's come a long way. All credit to Zero for nudging him in the right direction. Yep. Reports have begun trickling in. By all accounts, the Elsevier contingent was successful in containing the threat on their front. For Voidsent to attack in such numbers as we were finding our feet, I daresn't imagine the consequences have not proved such timely aid. On behalf of my comrades, thank you. Thank you all. As a man of God, the Dawn Servant's wisdom struck a chord. I knew my words resonate as strongly with the Voidsent we've met. A grave presentiment. Something weighs heavy on Tancred's mind. That he's contemplating, am I Tancred? No. This is Tancred.
Have contained the threat on their front. Things appear to be under control for the time being.
I gotta say, give you bad props for having more voiced cutscenes in these patches. Well appreciated, very much appreciated.
Though it remains unclear why the fissures opened up in the first place. According to Tataru, similar ruptures are occurring across the star.
One thing is clear, however. The phenomenon is not without pattern. The tendency for fissures to emerge is pronounced in regions deeply connected to the void. Places where the barrier between the two worlds is at its thinnest.
I fear there may be a place in far greater peril than Garlemald. Though it hath since been sealed, you will recall there is a great void gate that we ourselves had cause to open. A gate which was instrumental in our bid to reunite Vritra with his sister and put an end to Golbez's dark plot.
You're like this. You look up at the sky like, oh shit, did we fix the moon or not? Oh, dang it. Oh.
Oh gods. The moon.
Hey, luckily enough, the moon portal is right over there, so we could go there. Yeah, it's not that far. Yeah.
With our attention fixed upon planar fissures, I failed to consider this vulnerability. All other paths unto the void are but pinpricks in the veil compared to that great lunar rift. And that rift might be yawning open as we speak. We'd better hurry. Let us make for Bestway's burrow. I dare say the Loporrits are well aware of current events.
We ought to have Kryl join us once she finishes tending to the wounded.
Because we need NPCs for...
Likewise, contact Y'shtola. Her knowledge of the moon's void gate is second to none.
Because what if this trial can be done with NPCs? That'd be nice.
Alphino, Balize, please do what you must to keep our world safe.
We'll be back before you know it.
A quick word, if you will. I'm not sure whether you'll run into Zero during the course of all this, but if you do, would you give this to her? Emergency rations, in case of a protracted battle. Can't imagine she's eating all that well in the void. She likes dumplings.
I'm taking a screenshot. There you go. Ah. It's not that I like your editing, Baka. Why am I running when I can just teleport?
Given thy panicked state, I presume the Loporits too are beset with void scent.
Oh, what sweet relief it is to see you all. Yes, void scent, and lots of them. They suddenly came pouring forth from the crater.
I had dearly hoped to find my worries unfounded.
For some unknown reason, the Void Gate seems to have partially opened. Living Ray dashed off to activate the brands and halt the Fiend's invasion. But she hasn't come back, and we've since lost contact.
I suggest we make for the brands without delay.
Quest accepted! Yeah, it's crackling with moon energy. That's not good. Yeah, it's 1 o'clock. We're doing good time, folks. It's like... Quest 3 out of 5? Not bad. Oh, hello. Also, it's a good day for other Final Fantasy stuff. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth's demo came out on Switch. And Final Fantasy Dissidia Duellum has come out to Ireland finally. So I've downloaded it on the phone. I'll play it on my I'll play that on my commute. I want to at least give that You know, I'll help these guys out. Yeah, I'll help this person out. It's only fair. We could probably fight help each other in trial. There you go. My valiant savior, I'm so frightened. I dared not move for the helm. Oh, you're looking for Living Way. I think I saw her heading southwest towards the drowning brand. She had several slaughter bots in tow, but I'm worried it won't be enough with all the voids, and you'd better hurry. I got you, girl. Bunch of them.
Danger, of course. I knew you would realize our plight and rush to our rescue. Atheris is likewise plagued with void scent. If only we'd prioritized further development of the void scent slaughter bots, we could have stemmed the tide ourselves. Oh, what a tremendous demonstration that would have been. Irrefutable proof that I was mankind's staunchest ally and the greatest lubberate to ever live. I can practically taste the praise. Fortunately, I was able to activate the brands. Should any more void scent emerge from the gate, they ought to be confined to the crater. Unless, of course, the void gate begins to expand of its own accord, or some gargantuan monstrosity tries to barge through, I don't foresee any major problems.
Q John see the meme. Are you sure about that? There we go.
Oh, nope. We're doomed.
There you are.
I left the data in Shale's capable hands and teleported here as soon as I heard. And ere you ask, I made sure to bring the key with me.
Then the real threat yet awaits us.
'Tis Golbez's domain beyond the Void Gate.
Are we gonna accidentally close the 13th? Or merge the 13th with us? With the source? Because that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna combine all the shards into one, but using the right method without a calamity. But what if we were to accidentally cause a calamity? Oh, that'd be fucked.
I wonder how he and Zero are faring.
Yeah. I'm sure she's doing fine. Oh boy.
By the 12.
Let them kiss.
They're headed your way!
Let them come.
Hey, girl.
What are you doing here?
Took a shortcut. No time to explain. Let's fight.
Trust you to state the obvious. May as well make yourself useful. The gate's sheer size appears to have made it a tempting target.
Oh, hello.
Enuo, a dread void scent risen from the benighted depths of the ocean. They kept to the confines of their domain while Zeromus endured. No longer, it would seem. And once they had discovered a path to the Red Moon, they wasted no time in making the journey.
Leave the void scent nearby to us. You take care of Enuo. Facing this many foes calls for a more familiar approach. Voidsent can change their form at will. Both light and darkness are mine to wield.
Well, hats off to you, lady. Love your work.
What better to purge darkness from the void than darkness itself?
I summon the boys from the yard! Give me your milkshakes!
Who dares face me? A mere mortal. Hast thou come in search of power? Renown? I fight to end this world without end. All who stand before me shall fall.
The Unmaking is now accessible. Only appropriate amount. Born by the key on a gleaming golden path, you emerge onto the red moon, into the mists of carnage. Your faithful allies of the 13th, Zero and Gomez, battle tirelessly to drive back the hordes of Voidsent, all while watched by a sinister form of the dark, wielding the boundless power of the void. The dread sovereign Enuo has risen from the depths of Babylon, intent on reducing all existence to still, silent nothingness. Will their bleak vision of a world unmade be realized, or will life and light prevail? Find out now in Dragon Ball Z! I think he's a... Enuo was a FF5 character? I've never played 5, I just vaguely remember... It's like one of the Final Fantasies I've not played are like, I've never played 5, I would like to play 5. It shouldn't take that long, you know. Hey, look, Chris, hey, we have a new battle pass. We have to conduct a moat, and we have a little blue Viking, and Rule Breaker's attire, as well as different framers kits. I need to really clean up all the clutter in my pockets here. Like, we're doing good timing, folks. Like, I think we'll be done before you know it. Because this is only half of the MSQ. The rest is, what, like September 9th? And then January. So you go from September... From September to January, like, damn, okay, we start the new year. Also, yeah, like the patch notes is pretty chunky patch notes that we from today's patch. And you can buy Queen's Fiend's outfit. Or the Endless Queen's Fiend. For like £9. So if you want to buy the dress for €9, go right ahead. And it's dyeable, so there you go. Oh, let's go. Hey, DPS, wake up. It's time to queue. Come on, DPS. Wakey, wakey. There we go. Oh, crap, I forgot to put on my thing. I summoned the boys from the yard. Sovereign of not Enuo. Hello, gamers. I'm big yes. And to behold. Yeah. Everyone's rocking some cool portraits.
All who dare oppose me shall quake before the silken dark.
Where's he going?
The Void's power is mine to wield.
Something's behind over there. I don't look just that.
Perish. Be still.
No. Oh, okay, okay. One of those. Alright.
Accept your downfall.
It's right behind me, isn't it? Ah. Yep. Yeah.
Doth the yawning rift not tempt you?
Oh god, I had it going so well. Ah.
The void consumes. Naught will endure. Neither past nor future. Only one certainty remains. My triumph. You have no business.
Got him ranged. We got them all?
I've breathed the darkness, left the light guide you.
You must break free.
Base! Just throwing yells at base. Yeah, I'm safe.
The underlings are no more. Now to deal with NOO.
Life and death rendered meaningless.
Light, protect us!
I will not yield my domain! Such is the power of the Void. Shall never cease to be. My power is absolute.
What does that mean? Oh, does it go the other way?
The Void's power is mine to wield. And thus did all boundaries cease to be. Behold the truth of this world! Accept your downfall. Doth the yawning rift not tempt you? Be still.
GG.
They must be sealed away.
Oh, hell yeah! I got an Animo! Wait, no. GG gamers. Welcome to the tank. Animo's reign is at an end. It's over. Two-player comms. I'll take it. So, how are you going to get home? I've got ways.
I'm glad you came. We would have struggled to face Enuo alone. I presume you journeyed here to prevent more Voidsent from passing through the gate.
With Enuo defeated, there are none left in this realm who pose a serious threat. I dare say the problem is resolved.
Lots of voids have been emerging from fissures across the source. Yeah, actually, yeah, from their perspective, it's like, yeah. Have you noticed any have you noticed any abnormalities in the void of late?
Nothing comes to mind. Why'd you ask? So the breach wasn't limited to the Void Gate, for better or worse. Precious little has changed in the 13th since Zeromus fell. Have you noticed anything unusual?
I know not the reason events have unfolded this way, but there is, perhaps, an explanation as to why the Void Gate and the fissures opened. Here, in my domain, Even the slightest change is keenly felt. When the gate opened, I sensed not the workings of some external force. Rather, it felt as if the barrier between our worlds was weakening naturally, moment by moment, until the two came to meet.
And you think this weakening could be happening elsewhere?
'Tis a possibility.
What of Radz-at-Han and Garlemald?
Yeah, we're managing.
Eulus took mercy upon the interloper.
Oh yeah, that too.
Whether Void Sent or Garlean, we all share the same longing for home. Should we meet, I will gladly offer them aid. Please tell Eulus as much. Wait, how exactly did you get here? No mortal could traverse the Void Gate in its current state.
I found my keys.
And this path of yours is still there. I cannot see it.
Oh, oof. That's intriguing.
Nor does it reveal itself to me. Perhaps the path serves only the key bearer.
So it is not a means to travel freely back and forth. A pity. I would have liked to see my friends again.
Now since an opportunity to give Zero the parcel Eulus had prepared for her. I love this song so much. Ah, Final Fantasy IV is so good. Ah, that key of yours intrigues me. Had my former self known of its existence, I might have sought different means to reach the source. Something for me? Package of dumplings. A paper parcel full of still warm dumplings, packed with care by Eulus. That smell. Food, is it? I recall Eulus speaking of the dumplings his mother used to make. Thank you for the parcel, and for the fond memories. There's more than enough to share with Gulbez, now that he forgoes the eater of others. I'm sure he'll appreciate the sustenance. I sometimes wonder what the Void would be like if culinary traditions flourished here once more. Whether it would suffice to break the cycle of mutual consumption, the heartening thought is, if nothing else. Eulus has been added to the Codex. Livingway has been added to the Codex of Ultimate Wisdom. A beacon from beyond. Sierra has something to discuss with you. Until I battled earlier, I hadn't called upon darkness in some time. In truth, I find light a better fit these days. Ever since you've left, we've been roaming the void in search for individuals who could join our cause. Although we've returned to the Red Moon after sensing Enua's presence, rarely do we linger in a single location. However, if the interloper you spoke of does intend to seek me out, it might be wise to return to my domain. Why don't you join us? With Enua defeated, the source should be in no imminent danger. Good. We shall wait for you by the crater. Quest accepted! Parkour! Parkour! Hell yeah. I presume you remember travelling by Niskrot. Once we reach the surface, the creature will convey us to my domain. There is a teleporter situated between here and the center of the moon. I used it to travel to the surface in days long past, though I seldom had need once my generals run place. Iguram herself crafted the device that I may lay low to the servant of light. Ironic that we now use it seeking to restore light to the void. Forgive my idle reminiscence. It is time we made our descent. It's good to be back here. This is a lovely area. There are many in this domain who still fear me. I should remain here to avoid needless provocation. Although it was not always so, many who live near have now chosen to do because they support the cause. Indeed, if our number continues to grow, it may require more territory. Thankfully, we are able to harness the residual ether from Barbarisha's domain. Those reserves will enable me to expand mine as the need arises. Right, we had best prepare for our potential guest. Join me in my boat when you're ready.
I've waited for an eternity for Zeralis to save this world, but my fate was misplaced. In the end, it was Zero who brought us hope. She's the reason I keep coming back here day after day.
Vroom vroom, let's go.
I no longer will partake in the ether of other beings. Not even if I shrivel and starve.
Yeah, come on. Can I do a 360? Yeah, there we go. Do! Yeah, cute Tony Hawk like. Yeah. Come on. There we go. I imagine you remember these, the transmitters we used to receive light from the first. If memory serves, they work by channeling excess ether left in the wake of the flood into the crystal tower. Using the tower's cross-rift travel capabilities, light is then conveyed into the 13th and to these devices. I've a mind to use them now, but they'll need to be set in an elevated location. Your assistance would be greatly appreciated. Using the transmitters in here won't suit my plan. We require higher ground. You know what? Fun dungeon, fun trial. Yeah. Yeah. Very surprised that we came back here. It's like, oh, we get to explore this area for like just this patch. Yeah. So ether transmitter. This compact contraption facilitates the flow of ether when used in conjunction with other identical devices.
Upon activation, these transmitters will shine with light from beyond, sent courtesy of our ever-watchful friends. They will serve as beacons in the dark for those that would seek me out.
I did not expect to see you here.
I am Zero, and this is my domain. 'Tis a safe haven for those who abhor conflict. Among those gathered here, many aspire to restore this world to how it once was.
Such a thing is possible?
Indeed. Though how long the endeavor will take, I cannot say. But for those of us abandoned by death itself, what do we have but time to try, and try again?
Very well. This light is ample proof your comrade spoke true. However long it takes to restore our world, you shall have my aid.
And you shall have mine.
It would seem Judas' intervention has helped me forge a new bond. Thank you for bringing word to me. I'll gather you'll head home sooner rather than later. You will not be able... Point of no return. Let's at least... just enjoy our time here. Or at least just talk. Let's just at least talk to the Void Sand. Golbez is even stronger than Barbarishel was. I thought it best to keep out of this way. That said, Farfellow tells me Golbez isn't so frightening these days. Perhaps he was sworn to the will of someone less terrifying. Like, that's the voice I gave that voice, and it made sense with all the faces. Oh.
Ever since she brought you to this domain, our numbers have swelled. We've grown tired of conflict.
A brilliant gleam. Though but a drop in the ocean, I'm sure its radiance dispelled the darkness from within some few void sent. Oh, almost with Golbez. I would gladly consume his eater if I stood the slightest chance of not being gobbled up first.
Leave me be. Sierra's amazing. Surely Gomez equal in every sense.
Ah, hey.
Perhaps I shall use my abilities to assemble a dwelling in this domain.
What if he, like, come back and it's... I'm not oh, man, what if, like, we used the key and we just go, like, hey, we made a portal here and we're doing, and we're just doing, Disciples of Hand, and we're just building this place back up. It'd be nice, like Void Restoration. Are you faring, mortal? Are you faring, mortal? I've been training to alter my form like Zero. It'll be the very essence of beauty, just you wait and see. Tried to do a weird Zoidberg-esque voice. Like, if we were to do, like... Yeah, I know there was, like, Ishgardian Restoration, but what if we were to do it here? Yeah, it'd be something, but probably not. Yeah. No one's in there. So yeah, I think it's time that we skedaddle. It is 1:45. We probably have a butt ton of cutscenes. Yeah, yeah, Awesome has given us a mission. Hey, go fix reality. Oh, okay. Then let's return to the Red Moon. I'm sure you won't begrudge me for a proper farewell.
Would you deliver a message to Euless for me? Tell him that we're making progress towards rebuilding our home. And I hope that he is too.
Enuo's Memoria will be safe here. The crystal containing Zeromus has been passed on to our allies in the First. If Enuo's Memoria might serve them in restoring their world, we shall likewise consider its transfer.
How much simpler it would be to aid one another in our respective fights, were it not for these boundaries between us. Safe travels, my friend. We take comfort in the knowledge that you're out there fighting too, wherever you may be.
No luck, I'm afraid. It appears she's not in Mare Lamentorum.
Wait. Is that...
Hey guys, I took care of it.
God, you had us worried. You suddenly disappeared. We didn't know what to think.
Well, I found my car keys did work. Took me to the Red Moon and everything. Fought a big void send, hung out with Zero Gomez. Typical Saturday morning cartoon stuff.
Shortly after you vanished, the void sent incursion abruptly ended. We surmised you had a hand in that, but never did it cross our minds that you were fighting alongside Zero and Golbez.
This golden path you said you traversed wasn't visible to us either. Nor did we hear a voice. Ethos. Might this be the key's true name?
While many mysteries remain, for now, I am glad to learn the state of affairs in the 13th. Golbez's suspicion that the barrier twixt worlds has begun to weaken. 'Twould certainly explain the surge in fissures manifesting in the source.
Yet what could be behind such a phenomenon?
Oh. Oh.
And who might you be? Not a void sent, I'd wager.
You still only takes one look at the person going, "Oh, motherfuckers! It's an Asian!" Oh.
Greetings. I am Helmerut of the Asians. We are your sworn foes, I know. But on this occasion, will you not put away your arms?
I love her voice. I love her design. I'm like... It's like, just the fact that it's an... As I play Aura, and there's like... With like the main like scions, there's no real Aura. Thank God I chose to play as an Aura female, because I loved their design. And I'm like, now we have like Hammerot. I'm like, yeah, get him some more Aura love. I know we had Yukiri, but they're all over in, in the east. But having some more Aura love, hell yeah.
I wish only to talk. Thank you for affording me a chance.
Bereft of the Unsundered, we were under the impression you and yours no longer had cause to continue your activities. That you should reveal yourself at this juncture. I assume you are the one who bestowed Calyx with the knowledge of summoning and the reflections.
Yes, that is correct.
Was it necessary to reveal my present form as well?
Calyx. So he succeeded in transferring his memories after all.
Be at ease. Even were I to occupy a combat-oriented vessel, I would not have the ability to defeat you. You destroyed my plan, my life's work. I have naught to replace it, nor will I ever regain what I once had.
If you wish to speak, Halmarut, will you not tell us what it is that you hope to accomplish?
As you know, our star Aetheris was sundered into 4 and 10 shards in the time of the Ancients. As the will of the star, Hydaelyn perpetuated this unnatural division for millennia, and in the wake of her passing, nature has begun to reassert itself. As a wound knits itself together, the star seeks to become whole once more. Yes, it seeks to rejoin with all of its shards. Unlike the one we Ascians attempted to orchestrate, however, the star's rejoining will afford mankind no special treatment. All life and matter will be condensed into a single whole and remade for a new beginning. A complete rebirth. Aetheris will return to the way it once was. Hundreds of millions of years past. To a quiet and peaceful time. Long before the light of mankind was kindled.
Supposing for a moment we believe you, how can you possibly know all this?
It is an inevitability that I have foreseen since time immemorial. A future that awaits should creation be freed from the influence of Hydaelyn and Zodiark. The star is tolerant to life. It holds no grudges, and neither rages nor weeps for being sundered. Yet by the same token, it is indifferent to life's survival. No amount of devastation and death can compel it to stop the wheels of creation from turning. The earth shakes, and mountains spew fire. Floods wash away the fruits of labor, and icy winds freeze and starve. Countless perish as nature runs its course. So many seeds of life have already been lost, yet in spite of this, people continue to believe that the morrow will come. But it will not. For nothing lies beyond the solstice. When all creation is reunited. When that day comes, every last trace of mankind shall be erased. I cherish man's journey. Despite losing his innocence and being made to live with suffering, he has forged ever onward. Strong, even as he is weak, his is a proud tale in the history of the star. It would be a shame for that tale to end. For all to wither and die, when some might yet survive. Would you not agree?
If a natural rejoining doth lead unto the solstice, Then thine intent is to preemptively rejoin the worlds.
Correct. It was for this very purpose that Halmarut recruited suitable collaborators from the Reflections.
Wait, what? Oh, okay, she's got a fucking Organization 13 or something. Cool. Okay, that's fucking peachy.
Individuals like me, who would willingly doom another world in order to fulfill their aspirations. The Winterers, we are called. And if you and yours seek to protect all life, then sooner or later you shall have to contend with us.
Okay, so move over, Ascians. The Winterers are here to fuck your shit up.
Even if everything you claim is true, what you've done, Calyx, it's unforgivable.
I do not ask that you be pragmatic, nor do I seek your approval. Given your familiarity with other reflections, 'tis only natural that you are averse to our methods. But there is one irrefutable fact that you must understand. Should we take no action at all, the solstice will come, and no one will be left alive. No one.
No bleep. Speedrun destruction, 80%, let's go.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
Okay, yeah, I was wondering where he put, yeah, okay, fucking, okay, Zemos. Uppies.
Wait!
Now, to take that individual's Calyx ilk, or worse, exist on other shards. You'll have to forgive me, I'm still coming to terms with it all. Emerald can't be speaking the truth, can she? ... Though I am tempted to dismiss a primitive rejoining as an utterly absurd solution, her words cannot be taken lightly. Trust the Ascians to be plotting something utterly reprehensible. The Ascians once laboured to resurrect Zodiac and bring back those rendered up to their lives to summon him. For the sake of those who live, we fought tirelessly to oppose them. If Hammerot doth truly seek a rejoining to avert this solstice, to ensure some survival, that otherwise all would perish, that our interests are not so dissipate. Alright. There you are! One moment you were standing there before me, and the next you'd vanished into thin air! Thanks to you all, the voids that have been eradicated and the gate lies sealed once more. There has been nary a peep from the crater. Though I cannot but notice that none of you seem to share my enthusiasm. Is something wrong? Yeah. The star seems to become whole. But that's preposterous. As far as I'm aware, Highland made no mention of a natural rejoining. I ought to consult the records to be certain. But not before
thanking you for dispatching the void so handily. You will truly save the day. Fairly expensive circumstances are hardly conductive in doing so, but please try to get some rest while you can. I know that you'll be exhausted after your trials in the void. Trail to the heavens. Alpha now continues to grapple with Hammerit's disclosure. The implications of the solstice and the winter schemes, as well as our approach moving forward. We will take time to consider. To that end, I believe we should gather and speak in person. And by we, I mean all our fellow Scions. For a change of pace, what if we could feed at the Rising Stones? I'm sure Tetera and the others would be happy to meet us there. A fine idea, in many ways. Our return is long overdue. No doubt we could all use some respite after Garlemald, but I trust there is no objections. Then it's settled. To the Rising Stones. Rest assured we'll do our best to support you in your endeavours. Pray return to the Waking Stones. Oh, look at the time. It's 2:05. Oh man, I've heard this song in so long. Ah, the nostalgia. Oh, wow, it's just... Return to the Rising Stones. Oh, it feels good to be... Oh, man. It feels great to be back. Oh... There was much and more to take care of in Garlemald. Even after tending to the wounded, I was sure to share a full report with Ojika. It was a lifetime ago I first set foot within these halls. Now, given we've experienced a lifetime's worth of triumphs and tribulations in the interim, perhaps it's only natural. 'Tis a pity my stay in Tyrrell came with such an abrupt end. I shall make arrangements to remain in touch with Shale. Since leaving Tyrrell, we've been almost constantly on the move. Feels good to put my feet up in familiar stamping grounds. In spite of hard times, vicissitudes, some things endure. The sanctuary is surely among them. At times like this, the company of friends is all more precious. Everything has changed since we last gathered here. No doubt Tetera is chiefly responsible for prevailing state of tidiness. Speaking of whom, she and a great many of her comrades are en route. Let us wait for them a while longer.
Long it hath been since last we gathered here. Though our order's dissolution was indeed in name only, thereafter we did largely operate independent of one another. All of which is to say, full glad am I to stand in such esteemed company once more.
Yeah, me too, broski.
Apologies for our delay.
Yo, let's go, my boy! Hurry, Boulder, our fucking lads.
We're reporting for duty, as bid.
This is everyone that we could round up on short notice. The others are still en route. Estinian alone we weren't able to make contact with. But we're working on it.
He's too busy shirtlessly doing push-ups.
No doubt his link pearl is buried at the bottom of his bag. Knowing him, he'll turn up when we least expect it.
Especially in the Evercold teaser.
Now, as much as I'd like to savour our reunion, Tataru tells us there have been developments. Will you apprise us of the details? The Winterers and the Solstice.
The veracity of Halmarut's claims remains unclear. Yet it cannot be denied that, in his bid to convert the living into endless, Calyx was privy to knowledge of the reflections and more.
And the Winterers are formed of others, like him.
In light of the recent Voidsent incursions, I believe it would be wise to treat the Solstice as a genuine threat. The problem is how to deal with it.
Both the Source and the Reflections are home to irreplaceable life. I would protect them all if I could. But if doing so means ushering in complete annihilation... then what can we possibly do?
I wonder... was Hydaelyn aware of the solstice?
Given that we had no knowledge of it when you journeyed to Elpis, you couldn't have warned Venar. So it is entirely possible she was unaware. But in the course of sustaining the Sundered Star, she may have glimpsed this eventuality.
I don't think she had a way of knowing. I think she knew and chose to trust in us.
So she believed that we could overcome this trial as well. Or rather, that the choice was ours to make.
Whichever it may be, it is we who must find the answer. We who live in the here and now.
Perhaps we could take a recess? Oh, I dare say everyone could use a rest.
Indeed. We have ample food for thought, and it would be good to catch each other up.
Ere I forget, Heron, I believe you should keep the key, Ethos, in your possession. After all, it seems that is one mystery I am not destined to unravel.
It seems our colleagues have much to catch up with. Have much to catch up with each other on. I shall bring some tea. Don't worry about me. I'm sure there's plenty to discuss with all these old faces. Just no means an easy decision, but as the solstice is now our paramount concern, LSA and I have opted to formally withdraw from our efforts in Galdemald. After all, anything we can do to protect our world will also serve to keep Garleans safe. Julius and his comrades are only working towards a brighter future of their own accord. Honestly, I'm more worried about us. It's so difficult to see the path ahead, but hopefully we can get through this and return to Galdemald with our heads held high one day. Indeed. In the meantime, let's prepare a letter to Julius and the community. We mustn't let despair stay our hand. We've hardly had time to catch up with Mother and Father back in Shallion. I hope they won't take any umbrage at so brief a visit. Yeah. I helped repel the Void Sent incursion in Lapis Manalus. Fighting off fiend-controlled Galatry is something I won't rush to relieve, but it was nonetheless good training. Our latest development is indeed a shock, but I'm heartened to see not a single face clouded with despair. Cortinet and I remained in Corvus to monitor the situation among the Garleans and the Corvossi. Though seldom smooth sailing, it is time the region settled and we are able to return. I understand the Garlean community have made great strides in improving relations with other people. Hearing that, I feel renewed zeal in resolving issues with the Corvos. Now perhaps you'd too like to hear about the Garleans' accomplishments for me and the twins. It might stoke that fire even hotter. I suppose your adventures have taken you to Corvus. It still bears the scars of war. It is a beautiful region, well worth a visit. Tataro is ever considerate facilitator. Grateful as I am to refrain from weighing discussions and simply converse with old friends. After Uranji and I went on our own, we decided to spend some time exploring Actoral and Everett, and we never had the chance to visit during the Rite of Succession, you see. We journeyed east through Lorenzo before heading up the coast of the frigid northern regions, where we revere a storied beast of the sea. This excursion only served to reinforce how diverse Toral is. We also met with Wallachie, although we had not the time to study their arts at length. We are privy to several intriguing demonstrations. Or that we could indulge their curiosity further and travel to yet more distant lands. For better or for worse, pragmatism tempted our wanderlust. Suffice to say that we have plenty to see we still have plenty to see of the continent. I should very much like to return, given the chance, and continue the gaycation. Apparently the landscape at the far side of Yoctorel is quite unique as well. I can see why Catamaran was so enamored by the vastness of it all. Even discussing with the relations concerning Calyx, there's a great deal to share. Tis difficult to know where to begin. Hearing our comrades' tales reminds me of my efforts to master pictomancy. If I've come so far. Yes. And the other boulder bro. Oh no, we're trading Britannia with some forts that attacked the 12, so technically we're able to fend them off with the help of the Twin Adders. When we heard the invasion has already spread across the star, I realized the gravity situation and ordered a confidential report sent to the other scions. That's why Tataru was so quickly apprised. Thank you, and thanks to you, we were able to make haste for Garlemald. While circumstances and duty may keep us apart, we are forever bound by a common purpose. Indeed, may that purpose continue to guide us on how we stand together once again. I haven't seen Hori for some time until today. Hopefully he gets a sense of the progress I've made last time we've met. The brothers are reunited, yet a distance between them persists. How cruel a fate for me to choose. Oh, Honor, I hope you'd come to your senses, but I see you're still in the throes of withdrawal. Judging by your guys' comments, your studies must have been productive. Indeed, I've more or less mastered fundamental principles of Charlean astrology. At some point I considered exploring other healing arts, but decided to preserve the more focused training to better leverage my skills on the battlefield. I don't think I'd be much of a battlefield these days. I can scarcely hold my bow steady, let alone hit a target. So sorely bereft of brotherly administration as I am I knew you still required constant supervision. Those two haven't changed in the slightest. It makes me wonder how our colleagues that could enjoy this are faring. Seeing the two siblings together made me think of my sisters and half-sisters. All 12 of us actually had our opportunity to gather not so long ago. It seems everyone has much and more to discuss with one another. Anyway, I think you're offered you a proper break. The peace and quiet will help you think. Feel free to make yourselves comfortable in Dawn's respite.
Of course, should it serve to satisfy your ambition, you are welcome to deal with the reflections as you deem fit. Like the pariah and wanderer who satisfied his own when he brought the star to the brink of ruin to face you.
I detest evenings such as this. Too bright, too stimulating. The mind distracted by the inconsequential. You needn't be so wary. I merely come to offer information before my departure. Halmarut and I will soon cross the rift to observe the enactment of another Winter's plan. Our destination is the fourth.
Why are you telling me this?
A world locked in ice, whose lands are blanketed in thick clouds. In order to survive, man has fled to the skies, using great magics to establish new civilizations.
Well, that sounds exciting.
It was not my intent to excite. I have my own designs I would see realized, nothing more. Believe me or don't, as you like. For all I know, you lack the means to follow us anyway. What Halmarut said to you earlier. She suggested that dealing with the reflections might satisfy your ambition. But is that truly so? You have seen battles beyond counting, have defeated even the fear of death. Is there some conclusion that you seek, no matter the cost? I will share with you a truth. We Winterers each have an ambition that we wish to fulfill. To that end, we may share information with one another, but we do not necessarily share the same beliefs. Just as you and yours decried my actions, I find those of my fellows objectionable. Be that as it may, it is the culmination of our lives' works that we would bring to the world. Fruits born of undying devotion, daring aspiration, and unwavering ideals. No matter how we are reviled, no matter what we must steal, our actions will be vindicated by those who abide in the future we create. In your benevolence, you may seek to save everything and everyone. But once all is consequently consigned to oblivion, your noble deeds will amount to nothing more than folly. For no living soul shall remain to judge them.
If shattered stars are doomed to mend, how turns the key to winter's end? And that was Trail to the Heavens. Yeah, that's right. MSQ over. For now. We have a bunch of patches that are coming up. Because I'm going to just check the... So we have the roadmap of where we're going. Because, let me just... So yeah, so right now, patch 7.5 was today. Patch 7.51 is June 2nd. Patch 7.55 is July 28th. And then patch 7.56 is September 8th. And then January next year, Evercold. Now, so patch 7, so in this particular patch, as we've done the MSQ,
There isn't a new Alliance raid, but I still need to get around / being bothered to do those. Never played Final Fantasy XI. That was sort of another reason why I'm like, I was burnt out with streaming. I always do the MSQ day 1 for patch-wise. So yeah. So we have the 3rd Alliance raid. There's a new Crystalline Conflict Arena. Hooray. As you saw, new PvP Series 11. Housing update, Glamour system gets updated, new side quests. New system colored teams in the menu. So instead of is it here? So we've got, so I use dark. You have classic, but they've added pink and just clear grey, but I prefer dark. It looks nice. Though the classic FF is very cute. Yeah, there we go. That's one of them. So patch 7.51, June 2nd, we'll have the Dancing Mad Ultimate, and new Cosmic Exploration and custom deliveries. Patch 7.55, which is expected to be July 28th, the Dawn Trail Allied Society quest, new Hildebrand content, and a new field zone, the Occult Crescent Northhorn. So the Phantom Weapons and Phantom Armor gets upgraded, and then on September 8th, patch 7.56 is Trail to the Heavens Part 2, as well as the new limited job Beastmaster. So there we go. That's the roadmap. So at least I know what day I'm going to take off work in the future. When I build up, for the record, I took flexi leave. You could take a day and a half off per month if you've built up the hours. So I cashed in my 7 hours to stream this today. Because use it or lose it. That's how it be. But for stuff on this channel, we obviously, as I said, we will do the aforementioned patches. We'll do Hildebrand. Yeah, we'll do Hildebrand. And the Allied Society quest. We'll do those. And the MSQ. But we'll go, KDB forgot to do the raids, and we'll do those. Maybe in a couple of weeks, maybe when I have the energy. But I'll do that when I feel is appropriate. But we still have but before we leave, hey, we have a bunch of NPCs, and we want to at least talk with them before we head off. So yeah. Let me just step over here. When you have a moment, I would like to hear more about your trip to the 13th. You ought to know Julius. Now you've met with Zira, I'm sure he'll wish to hear how she's faring well. I wonder whose voice it was that named the key Ethos. The more we learn, the more mysteries abound. Well, obviously, it's like Azam. Azam's like, yo, thanks for finding my keys. Yeah, you can do this. We must just ascertain the veracity of Amaret's claims. I shall send word to my colleagues in Sharlayan. They may be able to offer us valuable insights. As the word of the mother, Minfilia conveyed to the will of the star, surely she knows of the nature itself, ran counter to that will. And you know, when discussions are set to resume, until then, please do get some rest. Alpha and LSA saw fit to relinquish their responsibilities in Garlemald and concentrated on the fight ahead. I should too likewise be reprising my duties as a scion, whenever they may take me. Few tales of Tyrell reach Corvus. Even today, we'd like to hear of your adventures next time we meet. Oh, we've been making headway with my training, but I have a long way to go compared to present company. I look forward to learning from the very best again someday. You know, or at least feign a little interest in your sister. This obsession's gone too far. Looks like there's a lull in the conversation.
This is my chance. Sounds like you've faced a tough fight in the void. I know your instinct is to charge into the fray, but even heroes need rest. Knowing that a connection persists between the 1st and the 13th fills me with joy. I shall continue to keep abreast with the situation in Garlemald for your reports from the Ilsebard contingent. Should another crisis arise, we shall not hesitate to provide our support. With that? Yeah. Well, with that little bit of, just talking with the NPCs and all that. Yeah. Now, plans-wise, I mean, what is there for this channel other than I really need to finish games that I started streaming? But, I work Monday to Friday. I'm a government man. I only stream when I feel like I have the time, or when I'm bothered, or if there's stuff to do in Final Fantasy that I want to do for this channel. I do have a lot of other stuff I did record at cons that have gone by. I really should upload them to the channel. I would want to say Games of Praise is happening for EmiCon in May, that's in 3 weekends' time. So yeah, I'll be doing Games of Praise. It's an offshoot of my Christian Gaming Sunday series that I've done on this channel. Hope to at least entertain some people for a solid 50 minutes. But I think I've entertained you all enough, my wonderful audience, and thank you all. So, there's my clap emote. Yeah, just boola bus for everyone. Thank you all. Other than that, it's going to have to. It's lunchtime. I should probably consume some form of sustenance and make my way to go and do shenanigans off screen. I probably should. So context, I did something stupid last week. I was like, oh cool, I got to hear. And then I played so much Crystalline Conflict that I was like, yep, okay, I need to finish this. I took a day of annual leave just to do a shit ton of Crystalline Conflict, just to get to the aforementioned rank 25. Just to be like, I'm burnt out from work. I would just like to watch a shit ton of video essays, and just play Crystalline Conflict, and you can get through a match in less than 3 minutes. If you steamroll or get steamrolled, that's a good way to get 10 weekly tomies on the cheap. We're at 59 weekly tomies. So yeah. Other than that is that. Enough of my nonsensical ramblings aside. I want to at least do more streaming. Maybe. We'll see what happens. I know there's a certain Resident Evil game I never got a chance to finish, weirdly enough. As well as a certain Nier, as well as my copy of Nier Replicant that I never got a chance to finish. Just for the channel, mind you, but it was just something, to celebrate Nier Month, or to celebrate the anniversary that came out. Other than that, there's a bunch of other games I would like to show you all. But we'll get around to doing that eventually. If I had the ability to record long-form stuff on my laptop, I'd just have it uploaded throughout the schedule. If I had enough stuff in a can, I would love to do that, but I just don't have the time or the energy. But hey, I'm happy I got to hang out. I'm happy that Final Fantasy XIV is there for me. This game I put a lot of energy into. And I want to double check, did we get... There. Did we get a title? We did. We got Trailblazer. But unfortunately, I will have to change that due to people. You want to be respectful with titles. I always put crafting stuff because it sounds cool. But yeah, we have until January, and
there's some cool stuff with Evercold. Like, tomestones are going to be a thing of the past. We've got this sort of weekly cap. Or just, it's still a work in progress, but like, yeah, cool. Hey, there's Evangelion stuff, so come literally next year, let's see, April at least? I'm going to guess April-wise. Late April, early May. Here comes the Alliance Raid, and it's Ava teamed. You're like, god damn, yes. Like, Evercold, I'm going to potentially take, like, say, the Friday off work and just, like, actually just flat out binge and just the MSQ. Just to, like, get ready. I know I did take my sweet time with Dawn Trail, but I'm like, no, I want to see where this goes, baby. The vacation turned to existential crisis, yes, but Dawn Trail over the path to Evercold is there. We're pointing it like the WrestleMania sign. It's gonna get awfully chilly as we're going up in this. It's like Evercold. I feel like there's these giants on the surface. I think once we defeat them, Winter, whatever we want to call the endless ice, the endless winter, it's going to get cool. It's going to get cool. And the Winterers, ooh, we've got some villains. Even the cute little Aura in a dress, you're like, haha, don't trust her. She's got her Organization 13 of all the different reflections. As I imagine we go back to the first, I'd be like, there's some shady people that want to bring the world back to one. It's going to be weird. But yeah, other than that's enough of my ramblings. I think it is high time I get some grub. And I want to thank you all once again, everyone. My outros are exceedingly too long, as I don't want to go. I don't want to leave you all, but I want you all to enjoy, have good luck with the raids and getting the drops you want. I'm in a rush to do the raid, because I've got other games to play. And I want to enjoy my time with other video games. Like, I will put more hours into this game than Destiny 2 as of now. That game, oh boy, we don't even know how well Bungie's shaping. It was fun while it lasted. The Year of Prophecy was an absolute year of a waste. It's actually more than a year of prophecy, because they extended it by an extra 3 months because of absolute incompetence. Don't you just love your live service games? Don't you love that the CEO of Square Enix is a huge Final Fantasy XIV fan? And he wants to keep... The magic thing about this game is it's not getting, like, massive interference with, like, Square Enix higher-ups. The CEO is like, Yoshi P gets to do what he wants. I don't care. He's making a good game. I'm not interfering with his project. Meanwhile, the CEO is just so young and full of energy. To when the Dawn Trail reveal happened at Fan Fest, he was like, I didn't even see the trailer. Oh, this is good. I'm one of you guys. And he spoke in English at the Fan Fest Anaheim. And you're like, that's so cool when you have the CEO do his best to speak in full English. Just to be like, he's part of us. He's one of us. We have Fan Fest in July, and then like later, we have 2 more Fan Fests for the road to WrestleMania. I'm happy that this game is doing so well. To think how much of a failure 1.0 was, and then 2.0 brought it back, and now it's better than ever. Bula Bus to you, dev team. Yoshi P, Goji Fox and crew. You guys, fucking wizards. And also, it's coming to Switch 2. I forgot to say that. Yeah, Switch 2, but Nintendo got a bit fussy. And if you play on you can't pay. You can't play with one subscription. You need to pay with two. But if you play on Switch 2 and you have a subscription on a different console, you get that at half price. It runs at a solid 30ish frames. It might lag in city states, but ooh, I don't know if I will get it on Switch. I don't know. I would need to buy a bigger SD card, I swear. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna go enjoy playing the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth demo on my Switch 2, as well as playing Final Fantasy Dissidia Duellum, because it plays like Gambit apparently from Destiny 2. Sure, let's go. Let's have a Final Fantasy filled day, folks. Good luck with you all, and take care. We'll see you then. Take care. Love you all. Goodbye for now.